Hey everyone, welcome back to Motive English, your comfortable space to learn real English through simple conversations and real-life situations.
We are really happy you are here today. Maybe you are listening while walking, cooking, resting, or even pretending to work. It's okay. This is your time to relax and learn.
Yes, no pressure here, just easy English, real conversation, and ideas that can help your life at the same time.
I'm Emma.
And I'm Alex.
And today we are talking about something very powerful, something that can change your day, your decisions, and even your future.
But at the same time, if you don't understand it, it can also create stress, problems, and many regrets.
Today's topic is the power of controlling your reactions, or simply learning how to manage your emotions.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever said something quickly and later thought, why did I say that?
Or maybe someone sends you a message and you suddenly feel angry, sad, or worried for the whole day.
Or you make a small mistake in English and your brain immediately says, I am not good enough.
If this sounds familiar, don't worry. You are not strange, you are not weak. You are human.
Every human has emotions. We all feel stress, fear, anger, excitement, and doubt.
The real question is not, do you have emotions? The real question is, do your emotions control you, or do you control your reactions?
That is exactly what we will explore today.
In this episode, you will learn how to stay calm when problems happen, how to think clearly when emotions are strong, and how to react in a smarter way in daily life.
We'll talk about simple situations, like when your morning starts badly, when people judge you, or when you feel frustrated with your progress.
And we will show you how small changes in your reaction can create big changes in your results.
Because success is not about never feeling emotional. It's about choosing how you respond.
And of course, while we talk about these ideas, you will also improve your English listening and speaking skills.
Yes, this episode is designed for B1 level English learners.
That means the English is clear and simple, but also natural and useful for real conversations.
If you don't understand every word, that is completely okay.
Just listen, relax, and follow the conversation. Your brain learns step by step.
Later in this episode, we will also explain some important words and expressions to help you understand the topic better.
You will hear the words first in conversation, then we explain them slowly with examples.
So you learn naturally, just like real life.
Now imagine this situation. You wake up in the morning feeling tired.
Your alarm is too loud.
Your phone shows a stressful message.
You feel annoyed, and suddenly your whole day feels negative.
Nothing big happened, just a small moment.
But your reaction changes everything.
This is the power of reaction.
Some people let one small problem destroy their whole day.
But other people stay calm, think clearly, and move forward.
What makes the difference?
Self-control.
Emotional awareness.
And the ability to pause before reacting.
Today, we want to help you move from my emotions control me to I choose my response.
We are not saying you should stop feeling emotions.
No, emotions are natural and important.
But your emotions should not always be the boss of your decisions.
You can feel angry and still speak calmly.
You can feel nervous and still act confidently.
You can feel tired and still take one small action.
By the end of this episode, you will understand why people react emotionally, how to stay calm in difficult situations, how to control your reactions step by step, and how to use simple English to talk about feelings and behavior.
This is not only English learning, this is life learning.
If you enjoy learning English through conversations like this, please support our channel.
Tap the like button.
Subscribe to Motive English.
And share this video with a friend who is learning English too.
Your support helps us create more lessons and helps more learners around the world.
Before we start, take a deep breath.
Relax your shoulders.
Clear your mind.
And ask yourself one question.
Do I control my reactions?
Or do my reactions control me?
All right, Emma. I think this topic is going to make some people think deeply.
Yes, and maybe change their habits too.
So let's begin.
Let's talk about what happens when emotions try to drive your life and how you can take back control.
All right, Emma. Let's start with something very simple. Mornings.
Oh yes, mornings can be dangerous for our emotions.
Exactly. Imagine this situation. Your alarm rings, you feel tired, you don't want to wake up.
Then you check your phone and see a stressful message.
Or maybe the internet is slow.
Or you spill your coffee.
And suddenly, your brain says, today is a bad day.
Nothing big happened, just a small problem.
But your mood changes, your energy drops, your motivation disappears.
And sometimes one small moment controls your whole day.
Have you experienced this before?
I definitely have. If my morning starts badly, I feel negative for hours.
Yes, and this is where emotional control becomes important.
Emotional control means you manage your thoughts and actions even when your feelings are strong.
You still feel tired or annoyed, but you don't let those feelings decide everything.
You choose your reaction.
Let me share a small story. A few years ago, I wanted to improve my English speaking skills.
That sounds like many of our listeners.
Yes, every morning I planned to study, but many days I felt lazy. My brain always said, "You are too tired, start tomorrow."
Ah, tomorrow, the favorite word of lazy feelings.
Exactly, and every time I listened to that voice, I made no progress.
So what changed?
I learned one important idea. Small actions are powerful.
This is very important. You don't need perfect motivation.
You just need one small action.
Study for 10 minutes.
Read one page.
Listen to one short lesson.
Small actions build strong habits.
This connects to a very powerful word, relentless.
Relentless means you keep going again and again, even when things feel difficult.
You don't stop because of a bad mood.
You don't wait for perfect feelings.
You continue moving towards your goal.
When I started using this idea, I told myself, I will study only 10 minutes.
Just 10 minutes?
Yes, some days I wanted to stop, but I powered through those 10 minutes.
And what happened?
After 10 minutes, studying became easier. Sometimes I continued longer.
So the small action changed your emotion.
Exactly. Action created motivation, not the opposite.
This is a powerful lesson for life and for learning English.
Many learners think, I will study when I feel motivated.
But successful learners say, I will study even when I don't feel motivated.
That is self-control.
Let's explain clearly for our listeners.
Self-control is the ability to manage your behavior even when your emotions tell you something different.
You feel lazy, but you study.
You feel nervous, but you speak.
You feel tired, but you continue.
This is how progress happens.
And when you practice this every day, something interesting happens.
Your mind becomes stronger.
Your reactions become calmer.
You start trusting yourself more.
You realize I can act even when I don't feel perfect.
So the real problem is not bad mornings.
The real problem is letting one feeling control your whole day.
Relentless people feel the same emotions as everyone else.
The difference is what they do next.
They say, I feel bad, but I will still take one small step.
They choose action over mood.
They manage their emotions instead of following them.
So here is the simple lesson from this section.
You don't need perfect energy.
You don't need perfect motivation.
You only need small, consistent actions.
Feel whatever you feel, but still move forward.
That is emotional control in daily life.
Next, we'll talk about another common situation. What happens when one bad moment tries to destroy your whole day?
And how strong people protect their mindset in those moments.
Let's continue. You know, Alex, sometimes one small bad moment can completely change our mood for the whole day. Have you ever noticed that?
Oh, yes, definitely. For example, imagine your morning starts badly. Maybe someone says something rude to you, or you make a small mistake at work, or you miss your bus. Suddenly, that one moment affects everything else.
Exactly. And then people often carry that negative feeling everywhere. They stay upset during lunch, they lose focus at work, and when they go home, they are still thinking about that same problem.
That's true. It's like one small problem becomes bigger and bigger in the mind. But emotionally strong people handle these situations differently.
Right. Instead of letting one bad moment control their entire day, they practice something very important: resilience.
Yes, resilience is a very useful word. Resilience means the ability to recover quickly from difficulties. It means you can experience a problem, but you don't stay stuck in it.
I like that definition. Recover quickly from difficulties. It doesn't mean you never feel bad. It simply means you don't allow the bad feeling to control your life for a long time.
Exactly. And there is a very interesting way to understand this idea. It's called the rooms of life metaphor.
Oh yes, I love this metaphor. Imagine your life is like a house with many different rooms. There is a work room, a family room, a health room,
a learning room, and a relaxation room.
Now, imagine something bad happens in one room. For example, you have a problem at work. Many people make the mistake of carrying that problem into every other room.
Yes, they take the stress from the workroom into the family room. Then they bring the same negative energy into their rest time. Soon, the whole house feels heavy.
But resilient people do something different. They leave the problem in the room where it happened.
That's right. If something goes wrong at work, they deal with it there, but they don't carry that frustration into their personal life.
This is emotional control in action. You recognize the feeling, but you choose where it belongs.
Let me share a simple example. One day I received some negative feedback about my work. At first, I felt disappointed and a little upset. I kept thinking about it again and again.
That sounds stressful.
It was. But then I realized something important. If I continued thinking about it all day, I would only make myself unhappy. So I decided to learn from the feedback, and then I let the feeling go.
That's a great example of resilience. You didn't ignore the problem, but you didn't let it destroy your day.
Exactly. And this is where another useful expression comes in. Shake it off.
Yes, to shake it off means to stop thinking about something negative and move forward. It's like physically shaking dust off your clothes.
I like that image. You remove the negativity and continue your journey.
Strong-minded people understand that problems are temporary. They don't give one small event the power to control their emotions for hours or days.
And this mindset protects your mental energy. When you learn to recover quickly, you stay focused, calm, and productive.
Let's review some key vocabulary from this part. First, resilience, the ability to recover quickly from difficulties.
Second, metaphor, a way of explaining an idea by comparing it to something else, like the rooms of life.
And third, shake it off, to let go of negative feelings and continue normally.
So the main lesson here is simple but powerful. Bad moments are part of life, but they don't have to control your entire day.
You can experience the emotion, understand it, and then choose to move forward.
That is how resilient people protect their mindset and keep balance in their lives.
In the next section, we'll explore how to stay calm when dealing with difficult people and challenging situations.
Yes, because sometimes the biggest emotional tests come from our interactions with others. Let's talk about that next. Let's talk about another important situation where emotional control is very necessary: the workplace. Many people experience strong emotions at work every day.
That's very true. Work can be full of pressure. You may have deadlines, responsibilities, expectations from your boss, or challenges with coworkers. All these situations can create stress.
Yes, and when people feel stress or frustration at work, they often react in two extreme ways. They either explode emotionally or they bottle up their feelings.
Good point. Let's explain these two reactions. When someone explodes emotionally, they suddenly express anger or frustration in a strong and uncontrolled way. They may raise their voice, argue, or show visible anger.
And the other extreme is bottling emotions. This means hiding your feelings and keeping everything inside without expressing anything. You may look calm outside, but inside you feel stress and tension.
Both reactions can create problems. Exploding damages relationships and professionalism. Bottling emotions, on the other hand, can increase stress and affect your mental health.
So what is the better solution? The answer is emotional balance.
Yes, emotional balance means managing your feelings in a healthy and controlled way. You don't ignore your emotions, but you also don't let them control your behavior.
Emotional balance helps you stay calm, think clearly, and respond wisely to difficult situations.
Notice the word respond. This is different from react. A reaction is automatic and emotional. A response is thoughtful and controlled.
That difference is very important in professional environments. When you react, your emotions control your actions. When you respond, you control your emotions.
Let's imagine a common workplace situation. Suppose your manager criticizes your work in front of others. You may immediately feel embarrassed or frustrated.
If you react emotionally, you might become defensive, argue, or feel angry for the rest of the day.
But if you respond calmly, you listen carefully, ask questions, and use the feedback to improve. This shows professionalism.
Professional behavior means acting in a respectful, responsible, and controlled way, especially in work situations.
And people who stay composed are often seen as strong and reliable. The word composed means calm and in control of your emotions, even in stressful situations.
Staying composed does not mean you never feel stress or frustration. It simply means you manage those emotions wisely.
Let's talk about another useful word, pressure. Pressure is the feeling of stress caused by expectations or responsibilities.
For example, finishing a project before a deadline can create pressure. Handling pressure well is an important professional skill.
And then we have the word frustration. Frustration is the feeling of being upset or annoyed because something is difficult or does not go as planned.
Everyone experiences frustration at work sometimes, but emotionally intelligent people know how to handle it without losing control.
Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand and manage your own emotions and also understand the emotions of others.
When you practice emotional balance, you build emotional intelligence. You become more patient, more thoughtful, and more effective in communication.
Let me share a simple example. Early in my career, I once received a lot of work at the last minute. I felt strong pressure and frustration.
What did you do?
At first, I wanted to complain and show my anger, but I paused, took a deep breath, and organized my tasks. Instead of reacting emotionally, I responded calmly.
That small pause made a big difference.
Yes, it helped me stay composed and handle the situation professionally.
That shows an important lesson. Sometimes emotional control begins with a simple pause, a moment to think before acting.
Exactly. So let's review the key ideas from this section. In the workplace, emotions are natural, but how you manage them is very important.
Avoid extreme reactions like exploding or bottling emotions. Instead, practice emotional balance.
Learn the difference between reaction and response.
Stay composed under pressure.
And always behave professionally, even in difficult situations.
When you control your emotions, you protect your relationships, improve your work performance, and build trust with others.
Emotional control is not weakness. It is a sign of strength and maturity.
In the next section, we will talk about another challenging area, dealing with social pressure, criticism, and how to stay confident in your decisions.
Yes, because emotional control is not only important at work, but also in how we handle other people's opinions and expectations. Let's continue.
Now let's talk about another challenge people face in daily life, social pressure and criticism. Sometimes our emotions are not only affected by situations, but also by other people's opinions.
That's very true. Many people worry too much about what others think of them. They feel pressure to behave in certain ways, follow expectations, or meet social standards.
Yes, and this pressure often comes from something called stereotypes. A stereotype is a fixed or general idea about how a person or group should behave.
For example, people may believe that a successful person must always look confident, or that certain jobs are only suitable for certain types of people. These ideas can create emotional pressure.
When people try too hard to meet these expectations, they may lose their sense of identity. They stop making decisions for themselves and start living according to other people's opinions.
And this is where emotional control becomes very important. Emotionally strong people do not allow social pressure to control their decisions.
Another big challenge is dealing with criticism. Criticism means expressing disapproval or pointing out mistakes. Sometimes criticism is helpful, but sometimes it can be negative or unfair.
Yes, and many people react strongly to criticism. They feel hurt, angry, or discouraged. They may lose confidence or start doubting themselves.
But emotionally intelligent people develop what we call thick skin.
That's a very interesting expression. Having thick skin means you are not easily hurt or affected by negative comments or criticism.
It does not mean you ignore all feedback. It simply means you stay emotionally strong and do not let negativity control your feelings.
Developing thick skin helps you stay focused on your goals instead of worrying about every opinion around you.
It also allows you to rise above negativity. To rise above something means to stay positive and calm even when facing negative situations.
Let's imagine a situation. Suppose you share an idea at work or express your opinion in a group and someone criticizes you.
If you let emotions control you, you may become defensive or upset. You may even stop sharing your ideas in the future.
But if you practice emotional control, you listen calmly, evaluate the feedback, and decide what is useful and what is not.
That brings us to another important skill, decision control. This means making choices based on logic and values, not only emotions.
Emotionally strong people control their decisions. They do not allow temporary feelings like fear, anger, or pressure to decide their actions.
A very important word here is decisive. Being decisive means making decisions quickly and confidently.
Indecisive people often feel confused because they are controlled by emotions or fear of judgment. But decisive people trust their thinking and take action.
To develop this ability, you need a strong mindset. Mindset refers to the way you think and view situations.
A strong mindset helps you stay calm under pressure, accept criticism without fear, and make decisions with confidence.
So how can we practice emotional control in social situations? Let's introduce a simple emotional control framework.
First, pause. When you feel strong emotions, do not react immediately. Give yourself time to think.
Second, observe. Notice what you are feeling and why. Are you feeling pressure, fear, or frustration?
Third, choose your response. Decide how you want to act based on your values and goals, not just emotions.
And fourth, act with confidence. Make your decision and move forward without regret.
This simple system helps you stay in control of your emotions and actions.
Let's review the key vocabulary from this section. A stereotype is a general belief about people or behavior.
Criticism is expressing disapproval or pointing out mistakes.
Thick skin means not being easily hurt by negative comments.
Decisive means able to make decisions quickly and confidently.
Mindset is the way you think about situations and challenges.
The main lesson here is powerful. You cannot control what others say or think, but you can control your response.
When you develop emotional control, you become more confident, more independent, and more resilient.
You make decisions based on your values, not social pressure.
And you rise above negativity while continuing to grow.
In the next section, we will explore practical daily habits that help you build emotional control step by step.
Yes, we'll talk about simple actions you can practice every day to strengthen your mindset and manage your emotions more effectively.
After exploring all these ideas about emotional control, resilience, and handling pressure, this is a perfect moment for something very helpful for our learners, a vocabulary word tour. In this part, we will slowly review some important words and expressions you heard earlier, explain their meanings clearly, and show you how to use them in real life. This helps you not only understand the ideas, but also improve your English naturally.
Yes, and this is one of my favorite parts, because vocabulary becomes much easier when we connect words to real situations. Instead of memorizing definitions, you experience how the words live in daily life. So let's take a calm and careful journey through these important expressions together.
Let's start with the word stereotype. A stereotype is a general belief or fixed idea about a group of people or how someone should behave. Sometimes stereotypes create pressure because people feel they must follow these expectations. For example, someone might say, there is a stereotype that leaders must always be strong and never show emotion. Understanding this word helps you describe social pressure more clearly.
Next, we have the word decisive. When someone is decisive, they can make decisions quickly and confidently without too much hesitation. A decisive person does not stay confused for a long time. For example, you could say, she was decisive during the meeting and chose the best solution. Being decisive is an important part of emotional control because your emotions do not stop you from taking action.
Another useful expression is heat of the moment. This phrase describes a situation where you act suddenly because of strong emotions like anger or excitement without careful thinking. For example, someone might say something hurtful in the heat of the moment and later regret it. Learning to pause helps you avoid making decisions in the heat of the moment.
That connects naturally to another expression we learned earlier, shake it off. To shake something off means to let go of a negative feeling or bad experience and move forward. Imagine removing dust from your clothes by shaking them. In the same way, you remove negativity from your mind. For example, after receiving criticism, you can learn from it and then shake it off.
Now let's talk about bottle up feelings. This expression means hiding your emotions and refusing to express them. When people bottle up feelings, they keep stress or sadness inside, which can later cause bigger problems. For instance, someone who bottles up feelings at work may appear calm outside, but feel overwhelmed inside. Healthy emotional control means expressing emotions in a balanced way, not hiding them completely.
Another very important word is composed. When you are composed, you are calm and in control of your emotions, especially in difficult situations. You do not panic or react aggressively. For example, during a stressful meeting, a composed person listens carefully and responds respectfully. Staying composed shows emotional strength and professionalism.
Let's move to the word resilient. A resilient person can recover quickly after difficulties or challenges. Life always brings problems, but resilience helps you return to a positive state. For example, after failing an exam, a resilient student studies harder and tries again instead of giving up.
Closely connected to this is self-control. Self-control is the ability to manage your emotions, actions, and reactions. It means choosing your behavior carefully instead of acting impulsively. For example, self-control helps you stay calm during an argument or continue working even when you feel tired.
Now consider the expression thick skin. When someone has thick skin, they are not easily hurt by criticism or negative comments. They stay confident even when others disagree with them. For example, a public speaker needs thick skin because not everyone will support their ideas.
Another helpful phrase is rise above it. To rise above a negative situation means refusing to let it affect your attitude or behavior. Instead of responding with anger, you choose calmness and maturity. For example, when someone speaks negatively about you, you can rise above it and continue focusing on your goals.
Let's also revisit the word relentless. When a person is relentless, they continue working toward their goal without stopping, even when facing challenges or difficulties. A relentless learner keeps practicing every day, regardless of mood or obstacles.
And finally, we have the expression power through. To power through means continuing to work or move forward despite feeling tired, stressed, or unmotivated. For example, you might power through a difficult task because you are committed to your goal.
For our learners, the beauty of this word tour is that these expressions are not separate ideas. They are all connected to emotional intelligence and personal growth. When you understand these words, you also understand how to manage your reactions, build resilience, and communicate your experiences in English more clearly.
Yes, and repeating these words slowly, listening to their meanings, and imagining real situations helps your brain remember them naturally. Vocabulary becomes part of your thinking process, not just something you study for a moment.
You can also practice pronunciation by repeating each word after hearing it. Say the word slowly, notice the sound, and try to use it in your own sentence. This simple practice improves both speaking and listening skills.
And taking this calm word tour gives your mind time to absorb all the ideas we explored earlier. It's like organizing everything you have learned and placing each concept in the right place.
Exactly. These words help you describe emotions, manage challenges, and express your thoughts more clearly in English. They are tools for communication and also tools for personal development.
And as we move forward, we will bring all these ideas together and reflect on the deeper message behind emotional control, how these habits and mindsets can slowly transform your daily life and help you grow stronger from within.
As we come to the end of today's episode, let's take a moment to reflect on what we have learned together. We talked about emotional control, resilience, and the power of managing your reactions in daily life. We explored how small situations, pressure, criticism, and negative moments can influence your emotions, and how you can choose your response instead of reacting automatically.
Yes, and we learned that emotional strength does not mean ignoring your feelings. It means understanding them, accepting them, and guiding them in a healthy direction. From handling morning challenges to managing workplace pressure, and from facing criticism to building resilience, emotional control helps you live with more balance and confidence.
We also discovered that small actions create powerful change. You do not need perfect motivation or perfect conditions. You simply need awareness, self-control, and consistent effort every day.
And remember, emotional control is like a skill. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. Each time you pause before reacting, stay composed under pressure, or rise above negativity, you are training your mind to become calmer and stronger.
Now, let's give you a simple homework task to help you practice today's lesson. Today or tomorrow, when you experience a strong emotion, maybe frustration, stress, or anger, pause for a moment. Observe your feeling, take a deep breath, and choose your response carefully.
You can also try using one of the vocabulary words we learned today in your daily life. Maybe you can say, I stayed composed, or I decided to shake it off, or I want to build more self-control. Practicing these words helps your English grow naturally.
We would love to hear from you. Share your experience in the comments. Tell us how you practice emotional control in your daily life, or share one situation where you chose your response instead of reacting.
Yes, your story may inspire other learners, and together we can build a supportive learning community.
If you enjoyed this conversation and want to improve your English through real-life topics, remember to like this episode and subscribe for more English learning content.
Thank you for spending this time with us, learning, reflecting, and growing together. Your effort to improve yourself and your English truly matters.
Keep practicing, stay calm, stay strong, and continue moving forward, step by step.
And remember, real growth happens when you learn to guide your emotions, trust your decisions, and live each day with awareness and purpose.
We look forward to learning with you again very soon.
Take care, keep practicing your English, and keep becoming the best version of yourself.